Best new spring 2020 anime intro.
Mama wasn't shit. Your daddy wasn't shit. You think you gonna be some shit?
Hope they get names. They be hella shit.
Heading into June, it already looks like everyone's decided on anime of the season, to no one's surprise. Spring's been a fun season, and a lot of it is due to the variety of great hits that we've gotten. So without further ado, let me tour you through the sights and sounds of Spring 2022 and talk about what I think are the best new anime we've gotten so far.
I just can't afford to get into it yet, though.
Bubble has two things going for it. The all-star cast filling
I
out
wanted
the
to
production team
watch
is the
Bubble. I
first
wanted to
one.
react
the
to it.
second is the production
Bubble.
quality as
It's a movie called
expected from an
Bubble.
anime movie. A beautiful world brought to life through its vibrant soundtrack and astonishing art quality. One thing I didn't know until watching it was how this movie is inspired by The Little Mermaid. Yet I also find itself going down the route of various anime movies. Look, there's Weathering with You weaved into this tale of learning to be human and something like that. I feel that the talents of the production team showed, especially in the presentation aspect of it, but I must concede that the plot is just decent. Passable, but not something mind-blowing like what we've seen from Urabuchi. Still, that doesn't mean I didn't like the movie. It's a good and fulfilling way to pass the time, and for some context, when I used Urabuchi's name, I was talking masterpieces like Fate Zero, Psycho Pass, or Madoka Magica. Taken in a vacuum, Bubble is still a great, touching movie that we can recommend to the family.
That shit is crisp though, nigga.
Released not too long ago, Vampire in the Garden tells of a tale we're probably familiar with at this point. Humans hiding in city walls, fearful of the monsters that lie beyond. However, those walls do little in preventing the idealistic Momo and the Vampire Queen from having their chance encounter. Members of two conflicting species, bound by their desires for change, embark on a journey to find Eden. It's an engaging story that's well-paced, closing in just 5 episodes. I mean, I'd even consider this a movie instead of a full anime series. I feel like it's intended to be watched as such, filled with characters that you can't help but empathize and root for, as well as an enchanting world brought to life by the efforts of Studio Wit. Vampire in the Garden is a relatively short watch that will leave you feeling satisfied. Vampire in the Garden's not the perfect show, nor is it a masterpiece or anything like that. Still, it's a show that leaves a strong impression, a visible impact in the audience's heart. I sure didn't expect something of this quality when I first saw the previews. Next is Tomodachi Game.
Oh, everybody been talking about this. This is like
classics of the season.
Squid Games.
I know it won't be a super mainstream hit, but with its overall themes and ambiance, I feel that it will garner a niche yet passionate fan base. I guess it also helps that other non-anime media such as Squid Game became hits not so long ago. Not to say that they're the same, but the somewhat similar vibes will make some people check this one out. There's also Danganronpa, so yeah. The story beats are quite predictable to some people, but that doesn't make Tomodachi Game any less entertaining. For me, it didn't bother me that much, and I felt that the twists and turns the story took are quite enjoyable.
Yeah, people say this is exactly like it.
Whenever I get to see the main characters,
that's because when you will see Squid Games, people like it's kind of like an anime.
More complex and compelling as they go on, and it always leaves an air of mystery in its wake. Tomodachi Game is one of the most promising hits of the season, but I think that it's also something that lends itself to being niche in the world of anime.
I'm like, damn. Netflix allowed.
Next is Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie.
Oh, romance anime, huh?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, kind of like seeing animes like this.
Slice of life isn't typically the genre that I look out for immediately when looking at the seasonal charts, but after finding myself so enthralled by Dress Up Darling last season,
look so fucking good?
Naturally, Shikimori looks to build on that momentum.
Why do they look crisp as fuck?
With a cute and in this case cool and badass partner. Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie finds itself to be one of those slice of life shows.
Bro, the fact that Rising the Shield Hero season 2 looked the way it do, and this shit looked like peak anime. What type of shit is that?
It's still a very cute and entertaining watch. The show puts a lot of its eggs in the production basket as it is very clean, vibrant, and refreshing. Perfect for the kind of mood that the show has going for it. If you like something new out of the slice of life genre, complete with pretty visuals, Shikimori must make it to your seasonal watch list.
Pink hair is crazy.
隣の席よろしくね。
What the fuck?
無視されてね。
While I compared
face
Shikimori
gave me
with
Anya
Dress Up
vibes.
Darling, I think that Aharen can be compared to Tanaka-kun. Remember that show? Or maybe a bit of Gomi-san if you want something more modern. It's another odd couple rom-com that in its way brings something partially new to the table. I'm mainly talking about the emphasis on the dynamic between Aharen and Raido. It's something that doesn't come up often, and I think that it's your reception of such dynamic which will determine how much you'll
Why is
enjoy
her face
Aharen-san.
like that?
It's
That's
one
not
of
how her
those
face look all
shows
the
that
time.
produces a lot of its comedy
It gotta be.
various mishaps and misunderstandings, also
It is.
exaggerated reactions and assumptions. There are a lot of laughs to be had and a whole load of jokes thrown your way in this charming rom-com. It's not the most original thing out there, but it tries to stand out and do its own thing. Probably the most quirky, fluffy show in the season, if you get what I mean.
Twins?
まさかアハレンさんクローン人間
Are you
アハ
clone?
レンさんが存在していたのか
Oh shit.
The fuck?
What the
こんにち
fuck?
はアークです
There.
見るに耐えないので不意打ちしてみ
Look
ま
at
し
the
た
shiny ass.
It seems that the wait for a new Overlord season has grown the appetite for more shows like it. So we've got Skeleton Knight in Another World. People have compared the two, and some have even called this show Overlord with a more
You can see
heroic
the CGI on that,
protagonist.
though.
With that
Yeah.
comes a story that has an overall lighter tone. It's faster paced, and the world building, while good, isn't quite as intricate as I'd have wanted. Still, it's a fun and enjoyable watch if you're up for some isekai. It's not super unique or anything like that, but as a show, it's passable and enjoyable, mainly due to the familiarity of all of the attractive designs for the characters. Also, can I just talk about how we had such a banger of an OP? I've been a PLK fan for almost a decade now, and it's wholesome to see him make it.
Decade?
炎よ剣と共に舞い踊れ
I ain't gonna lie, I wanna find some way better isekais
Before we hit
because
the last
Rising the
three,
Shield Hero just made me
let's look at
mad.
Awashi.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Rising the Shield Hero disappointed me.
Ooh, soccer.
It's been a while since I felt so good about up-and-coming sports anime, but Awashi just hits all the right notes for me. I don't know, I guess it's just because the more polished and professional setting of it all. Gone with the high school clubs and the magical powers in moves. Not that I find anything wrong with that, of course. It's just that I feel it's nice to take a break from the haikyus and kurokos occasionally, even though I...
Haikyuu not even good. I don't even know why you pointed that shit out. Them niggas, that shit ain't good.
But hey,
Too fucking much.
But that's the top peak sports anime though. That
No, everybody actually says the manga that's good. They said the anime is horrible, which I agree.
like those shows.
I
I guess
don't
that's
read
why
it, so.
Awashi
Blue
clicks
Lock,
for me.
Blue
Being
Lock.
someone
I'm
who has
gonna
an
watch Blue
interest in
Lock.
actual football.
I ain't
like
lie.
how the show emphasizes the leagues
Only
and
because it
actual
look hard,
strategies. It's got a combination of sports action and drama, and comparing it with
Crying
the manga,
ass.
I'd say that the anime does a great job translating the key moments and emotions from paper to screen. It's also got a good balance between the sports segments, strategies, planning and such, with the actual story at hand, which isn't shabby at all. If you're someone with a large amount of passion for football in real life, Awashi is worth a try. You'll find it to be a welcome change of pace from the usual sports shonen shows,
Fuck is he
and it's
from?
super relatable.
drama shows be touching the spirit. Touch my spirit.
Now this is a show that completely flew under my radar in the pre-season preview. Who
That's
knew
a
this
hit.
story
Fuck what you
about
talking
a
about.
reincarnated
That's
Chinese
fuck what
general
you
trying
talking
to fit in with the modern
about,
era would
Oh,
be
I
so
don't know, but I just
entertaining.
be-
I know
I just
manga
be having
readers
a real
did, but this was a
particular
case of
thing
not
for
judging a
manga
book by
anime,
its
man.
cover. Your boy Kong
really
Ming's
do.
strength comes from how lovable the characters
Yeah, I
are.
thought
Kong
you
Ming's
said-
I ain't watching no
eco
singing
character
anime,
series,
but I fuck with
which
you,
due
though.
to the combination of his
Don't get it
quirky
fucked
way
up.
of
I know they
centuries-long
OP
wisdom
fire,
and strategy,
nigga.
as well as
I know they
ego is such a
outro
great
fire,
protagonist
nigga.
for. It's a
It's like,
plucky
I
underdog
don't like
story,
the
but
OP,
with
it's
its
like
own
virus
unique
like. But the
comedic
singing
flair.
it, though,
I expected your
Like,
boy
but
Kong
watching
Ming
this
to be a
nigga
fun
sing
comedy
all
with
through
an
the fucking
underdog
anime
plot
is
after
crazy.
looking at the previews. But never did I expect it to grip me this much. To make me feel for the characters this much and root for them as if I had real stakes. To me, that's one of the hallmarks of great anime.
With no.
私からあなたに送るものはひつまずと師匠
Let's move on to Summertime Render.
Now, niggas have been talking about this. Niggas have been reacting to this.
I ain't even hear
I
about
don't know nothing about this.
ミオのこと
it. Find out.
守っちゃってね
I've got
I
an
think it's
appetite
like-
for time
it's
loop
like a
stories.
game,
Summertime
though.
Render exists this season to satisfy that appetite, and while I had a great time reading it in manga form, I didn't expect the transition to
great
anime form
eye.
to be this good. Just like when I was reading the manga, I truly sensed the air of mystery as the revelations start coming one by one. In fact, some of those things that make mysteries work are magnified due
Oh, it's
to the
a
presence of
mystery.
sound and visuals in the
Okay.
anime
I
form.
thought it might have been like
already
Sword
know
Art
where the
Online,
story's headed, but that
because
didn't
the
distract
rendering
me from
part.
enjoying the
You know what, bro?
series
Ever
one
since Spy
bit.
Family come
Everything
out, bro, they
is
been
just
giving me,
so
like,
on
type of,
point,
like,
and I
type
like
of
how the show
mystery
maintains
type
tension through its
like
presentation. It's too bad that the show is in Disney jail. That leaves some very inconsistent release schedules, making discussions quite hard to come by, unlike the other seasonals. It may not have the power to move communities like ReZero or Raze did. The Summertime Render takes the concept of those shows and pushes it even further, somewhat under-discussed. And as unfortunate as it was, it's not the fault of the show.
Niggas, what the fuck? Y'all ain't say that's what Summertime Rendering was about. Y'all did not say that, bro, what? As a matter of fact, the poster for the show don't even look like that.
Bro,
I thought it was a slice of life. Y'all motherfuckers, niggas getting murdered on that?
Bro,
yeah, I'll be on season 1. I'll be on episode 1 in a minute.
Bro, they did the little girl so.
What the fuck?
Surprise.
Bro, is we serious?
Dog,
Are we serious?
Bro, she whacking everybody, bro.
Oh, they finna get me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Spy Family's at the top of our list.
We just talking about Spy Family.
So, unless you've been living under a rock or just not gotten involved in online anime communities in the past few weeks, you all know how big of an impact Spy Family has had. Everyone can't get enough.
Everybody loves Spy
Family,
Family, bro.
the most popular anime of the season. Many consider it anime of the season already. Well, for me, I mean, I won't be crowning it absolute best anime of the season just yet, but it does make a very strong case, and that lies in the enjoyment factor. The show's not a masterpiece in the literary or critical sense of the word. It doesn't have all those multi-layered stories that are full of drama or symbolism. It doesn't need to. It's a comedy, and its greatest strength is pushing the right buttons and being over the top in the proper way to create a show that's so immersive, despite its absurdity. Spy Family is one show that's quite wholesome, yet full of madness and wackiness that you'll only ever see in anime.
If Anya don't win Best Girl, y'all niggas are
such a
lying.
great job in exploring family dynamics. You can feel for the characters, and you can't help but root for the makeshift family to succeed in their daily trials.
この生き物について外交しかり相手を知ることが和平への第一歩
Now then, is Spy Family also your best new anime this spring season, or is it something else? I want to see your list, so go ahead and make your voices heard in the comment section. Comments are good for the algorithm, and they help me get in touch with you more. You can also leave some recommendations of lists that you'd like me to put out in the future. If you prefer using...
Why y'all didn't tell me Summertime Rendering was like that, bro? Y'all niggas are lame, bro. It's nothing about that was telling me that's what that story is gonna be about. Y'all some, bro, I swear to God, y'all don't really be trying to put nobody on, bro. Y'all lame. I didn't know niggas was dying in Summertime Rendering, bro. Now y'all gonna see me. Why y'all gonna see me watch it?
Bro, she blew both of their heads off. Bye, bye, bro. Bye.
Dog. Spy Family for sure, bro. Them niggas is yes. You're right. That shit lit. That's our reaction to the best new spring 2022 anime. Like always, bro. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe if you new. And we out, bro.